What is going on, guys? Today I'm going to be sharing with you the 10 rules to becoming a successful trader. If you're a new trader or you've begun trading and you're seeing, you're not doing so well or something like that, you started off in the wrong path. Or like I said, if you're a beginner trader, definitely you want to follow these rules, and I guarantee you're going to see an improvement on your trading, or you're going to start off on the right track. This isn't something you have to like put down on your wall or anything like that, but it's something to keep in mind to help you stay on track, keep you focused. And I guarantee you, like I said, if you follow these 10 rules, you're going to be on your way to becoming a successful trader. First things first is information overload. Don't study too much. Give time for information to sink in, one topic first. And what I mean by this is, as a beginner, you see all these videos and people driving around in fancy cars and stuff, fantasy lands basically. And you want to get to that level, that's why you want to trade. You want to get to that level, or you just want to, have income coming in on the side, or maybe you want to do this full time or something like that. Either way, people want to get to making money fast, so they think, I gotta study a lot. And that's what people do wrong. They study too much. I know that sounds kind of weird, studying too much, but it does happen, guys. Don't study too much. Don't overload yourself with information, because at the end of the day, you're gonna learn nothing at all. All right, you're gonna learn so many things that at the end of the day, when it comes to trading, you're gonna forget what to do, because you have so many information crammed in your head that you're trying to get in there, and you're just gonna go blank. You're gonna lose everything. All right, it's not gonna work out. So you definitely want to stick to one topic first, meaning, if you have a strategy you like, take time and master that strategy. If you're new and you're looking for something that works, take time and finding a strategy, find what works for you, find what you've made money on, and try to improve it and master it. Master one thing first before you move on to the next thing. All right. I know there's a lot of videos out there of guys, all these breakout formations and patterns and all this type of stuff. But if you focus on everything at once, it's not going to work out, guys. You're going to learn everything at one time, and it's not going to sink in your head. You're going to get all messed up, and it's just not going to work out, guys. So stick to learning one thing at a time. Take it easy. Trading is not something that, happens overnight. It's going to take months. It's going to take years for you to become a successful trader that's consistently making profit. So just don't study too much. Definitely have your time to study. You need to study, but don't overdo it. Don't try to, go hours and hours on a day, or, when the weekend comes around, take a break, study, Monday through Friday. Weekend comes around, take a break. You want things to settle in your head, and you're going to find out that it's going to make things much easier. You're going to learn things much easier. It's definitely something you don't want to look over. And this is why the number one reason why people fail, in my opinion, is because they try to learn too much. And when the trading day comes, they go blank, So that's definitely something you want to keep in mind. Don't study too much. And like I said, study, but don't overdo it. Find an experienced mentor. Self-study only goes so far. Find a mentor with real trading experience, driving the car and trading. All right. What I mean by this is, and this trading, in your journey of trading, it's like a game. You go to a casino, the house always has an upper hand. It's the same thing. When you're trading, the market, think about it like the market being a casino. It has an upper hand. If you're trying to become, self-study, learn everything yourself, it's going to be harder. I'm not saying that it's not going to work out. It's going to be harder because, trading is already hard as it is. You don't need to make it harder on yourself. So find someone a mentor, someone to teach you the right way, with real trading experience. All right. What I mean by this is find someone that actually trades. I know there's a lot of chat rooms out there, a lot of services out there, but most of them, guys, they don't really trade. They're, their subscribers are paying their bills. So you need to find someone that actually trades, is actually trading for a living. That's their main thing. So you definitely need to find someone with a real trading experience, not some YouTube fantasy land trader that drives around in a Ferrari and makes $14,000 from a pool. Stay away from that, guys. Find a real trader, a real mentor that's gonna help you, that really cares about you. Because a lot of these people say they do, but at the end of the day, they don't really care. And driving a car and trading, this is something that comes in hand, all right? Trading is like driving a car. You can watch videos and read about how to drive a car all you want, but unless you actually drive the car, you're not going to learn, all right? It's the same thing as trading, Whenever you first start driving, you're going to suck at driving. You're not going to be a very good driver. You're going to be a scared driver. All right, same thing in trading. Whenever you start trading, I don't care who you are. Everybody sucked when they started. Everybody lost money. That's how it is. No one comes into trading and automatically starts making money and becomes a millionaire in a year or whatever. That's just a lot of BS, guys. You just need to practice trading. Practice. The goal of a trader is to live to see another day. All right. It's just get as much screen time as you can. Live to see another day. What good does it do if you make $5,000 in one trade, but then you blow it off? You lose it all the next day. You lose your account the next day. What good does that do? Well, you're done, because you're gonna be done trading. You're not gonna be watching trades anymore. Even if you are, it's not going to be the same thing. So you definitely want to live to see another day. If you're down $200 a day, or whatever, just take the loss. Don't try to overtrade or anything like that, which I'm going to get to in the next slides. Just take it easy, guys. You're going to be good if you're consistent, you have discipline, and you get some screen time under your belt. Practice. This is a number one thing I see people do wrong when they start. They don't practice. All right. Don't start with real money. Learn how trading works. Test the strategy and beware of an illusion. What I mean by this is don't start with real money. All right. Number one thing people do wrong. People think it's easy to make money. You just come in, put $500 in the stock, and it's gonna go up, and you're gonna make $1,000. It's not gonna happen, guys. Definitely don't do this. I don't care if you're following alerts or whatever the case may be. Don't start with real money. Open up a practice account, a demo account, something like that, just to get the feel for it. All right, you don't want to take your first trade with real money. You definitely don't want to do that, especially as a beginner. If you're just starting off, you know absolutely nothing about stocks. You just know you buy low and sell high. That's all you know. Don't start with real money. I guarantee you 99% of the time you're gonna lose. All right, learn how trading works. This is why you want to open a demo account or a practice account, whatever, to learn how trading works. Learn how getting in and out of a stock works. Learn when to get in the stock, when to get out on the level 2s. Learn how to read time and sells, price action, things like that. That's what you want to learn, and that's why you want to open this account, to understand how that works. All right, it's not always just buying at $25 and selling at 26 or whatever. Learn how the level 2 works. Learn how time and sales works. Learn how the price action works together and works to making the trade. All right, that's why you want to open a demo account, because you don't want to be learning that with real money. And test the strategy. Definitely, if you want to test the strategy, you're trying to learn something new, don't put real money on it, especially as a beginner. Later on, when you want to test the strategy, yeah, it's better to put real money on it, go smaller share size. But as a beginner, don't try to test a strategy, with right off the bat with real money. An example of this is, let's say there's breakout formations. There's the cup and handle and all this and all, like the trend line and all this type of stuff. Say you're good at trading, the cup and handle strategy, and you want to trade the trend line strategy. Definitely as a beginner, you want to have that demo account to kind of, test that strategy, see if it works, see if it doesn't work. All right. That's what you want it for. And that's how it should be used. Like I said before, to test the strategy, to learn how, the price action works. And that's how it should be used. But you got to be careful though. You can't be on a demo account or practice account for, a long time, you gotta use it just for a couple days before you get this illusion of what you're gonna be trading like. And what I mean by that is, whenever people start, they barely start trading. When they start on a demo account, they're trading and they're making money, but they're trading the wrong way. They're not trading how they really would be trading. So say they're making money, now they get this illusion of their head of like, man, if I really was in this trade, I would be up, $3,000 or $500 or whatever the case may be. But they're trading the wrong way. They're not trading the real way that they would be trading an actual account. All right, they're not using realistic size. In reality, you would be using 400 shares, and on a demo account, you're using 1,500 shares or something like that. So you want to use a practice account, but don't stick to the practice account for a long time. Don't use it more than a week. Just learn the basics, learn how things work, but don't stick to it for more than, I say, 5 days, a week. Because then you get this illusion of all the money you would be making. It seems easy. It seems like trading's easy. And that's just because you have no emotion attached to that account, As much as you say that, I'm trading this like if it was real, at the end of the day, whenever you're trading an actual account, you think twice, even 3 times before you get in a trade. And on this demo account, you see a good trade that looks good, you get in, without thinking twice. So you definitely want to keep this in your mind. Next thing up is lost money. Start with your lost money. Don't trade with money you need. And use a realistic amount of money you're going to use to start with. What I mean by this is, picture the money you're putting in the market to start with. Picture it gone. You lost it. It's gone forever. It's no longer yours. You lost it. All right. Just, you were walking down the street. You lost the money. You never found it again. There's no lost and found box around or anything like that. You lost the money, basically. Whenever you start trading, the money you open your account with, it's lost. It's no longer yours, all right? And a lot of people are going to think, well, what the heck, Well, the thing is this. The money is no longer yours. You have to picture it like that, all right? If you have $10,000, you put $5,000 in, your wife tells you, hey, how much money you have? Oh, I only have $5,000 in the bank. Don't say, oh, I have $5,000, but I have another $5,000 in my trading account. Don't say that. You just have $5,000. You lost $5,000, all right? The reason for this is, if you don't picture it like that, starting off, you're going to have a hard time trading. You're going to have a hard time getting into positions because you don't want to lose the money, So if you come in trading with the idea, the money's lost already, I don't have it anymore, it's going to be a lot easier to get in the trades, to be able to take a loss and things like that, because if you have, if you don't let go of that money, of that attachment, and you lose, $500, you're going to be beating yourself. You're going to be hard on yourself, and it's not going to work out, guys. You got to lose the money. All right. And what I mean by that is, don't literally put it in stock and lose the 5,000. Have it in your account, but picture it as being lost. It's money you can no longer get. And that's what's going to help you to ease out of that stage of being scared of getting into trades, of losing your $5,000. Just have it as lost, all right? That's how you should do it. Don't trade with money you need. And this is a very important thing, all right? If you have $10,000 and say your car breaks down tomorrow, okay, say you have $10,000 that you want to put in your account to fund your account, but your car breaks down tomorrow, I don't know, it got blown up or something, and you need, $5,000 to fix whatever. I don't know, it just blew up. You need $5,000 to fix it, and you say, "Whoa, I'm just gonna get $5,000 out of my account." Well, then you're trading wrong, because you started off wrong, because you're using money you need. Like I said before, picture it lost. Once it's lost, you can no longer get it. So if you have, I don't know, a $10,000 account, and you need a fridge tomorrow, you need to go buy a fridge. Refrigerators are $1,200, and you don't have the money to go buy it, and you need to get it out of your account, then you've used too much. All right, you want to use a realistic amount of money, but you don't want to use, you don't want to put all your eggs in one basket. Basically, if you can't live without that money that you funded your account with, then you've used too much money, and you don't want to do that. You definitely don't want to do that. God forbid your house gets on fire or something like that, and you're left with nothing. And you just don't want to do that. Trade with the money, fund your account with money. And then basically what I'm trying to say is, if you can live your life, regularly, and then without using the money you have in your account, then that's the way to go. All right, don't be, because like I said before, whenever you start your funded account, the money's lost. So you gotta be able to live without having that money you put in your account. All right. The next thing is, start with a realistic amount of money. What I mean by this is, you want to start with a realistic amount of money. A lot of people, I know a lot of you guys see these videos of guys turning in $500 into $100,000. That's a lot of BS, guys. Don't fall for that. Can you do it? Yeah. Will you do it? No. Have I done it? No. You just start with a realistic amount. By that, I mean, $5,000, $10,000, something like that. Not $500. Or if you don't have $5,000, the minimum I suggest you can start trading with is $3,000 to $3,500. The minimum. If you want to have some success in trading, $5,000 to $10,000 is where you need to be at. Realistically, $10,000. You need to be able to lose $10,000, because in your trading journey, you're gonna lose a lot of money, especially when you're starting off. I know a dude that lost $50,000, $100,000. You're gonna have to lose money. Now, not everybody's gonna lose that much money, obviously, but you're gonna lose money. All right, and you want to be able to live to see another day. So if you fund your account with $1,000, and you can easily lose it all in one day. Say you lost $300, now you have $700. Well, what are you going to be buying with $700? And then plus commission and fees and ECM fees, you're not going to make it. All right, the fees are going to eat you up. You're not going to make it. Plus, you got to sit around and wait for. You're probably going to have to play penny stocks, and you're going to have to sit around and wait for these to run up, and it's not going to be a good thing. All right. Less equals more. This is a very touchy subject. Some people don't agree with this, but this is what I live by. Less is more. Start with small quantities. Work up after months of green. Don't be greedy. Small adds up. Okay, you want to start with a small amount of shares. At the beginning of your trading, you're building your account. You're not trading to become rich. You're not trading to go on vacation or buy a Lambo or whatever. You're trading to build your account. You want to have as much cushion as you can in your account. So if you take a loss, you're able to withstand that loss. Like I said before, you want to build your account. Say you have an emergency or something, you can take out some money and still have enough to trade. All right, you don't want to start trading with large size and lose it all, especially as a beginner. I know you see these videos of guys taking 10,000 shares of some stock, and that's definitely not the way to trade. That's not how you should be trading. So start with small quantities. All right, work your way up after months of green. And if you have 2 or 3 months of consistent green profit, then you can start upping your share size. 200 shares, 300 shares, something. You want to up it up, but not too large that if you take a loss, it's noticeable, right? You want to increase it 200-300 shares where, if you see gains, you can let the gains run. But if you take a loss, you're not taking a bigger hit than you would already, be used to taking. All right. So don't be greedy. Small adds up. If you're trading one day and you make, $50 and you don't see anything else, don't force a trade. Just take the $50 and go, and be done. Don't be greedy. Don't have a goal of making, $500 a day, $1,000 a day. Because it's not going to work out. Sometimes the market's going to give you, a good day. Sometimes it's going to give you a bad day. Sometimes it might give you, $50. Some days it might give you $1,500. So don't have a daily goal of, trying to make money. Now, what I mean by this is you definitely want to have a goal. Like, say your goal is to make $500 a day. You try to reach for it, but if you don't reach that $500, don't force yourself. All right. If you don't see any trades, don't force yourself to taking trades that aren't there just to meet your goal. All right. Just take it easy. Small gains add up. All right. A lot of people don't believe it. A lot of people, they hear it and yeah, small gains add up or whatever. But at the end of the day, they don't really understand how that works. And let me explain this. If you make just $200 a day, in a month of trading, $200 a day in a month of trading, that's $4,000 and some change, So that's pretty good. That's pretty good money. All right, let's be honest. That's pretty good money for sitting in your house and trading. Let's be honest. That's real good money. It beats having a 9 to 5. So small adds up, and there's some people that say, well, taking small gains, yeah, it's good, but if you get hit, you're gonna, you might have 3 days where you make $200, but if you have a day where you lose, you have a big loss, then all those days go to zero, because you lost everything you made. Well, that's why you got to work on your stop losses. That's why you got to learn on risk management, and I'm gonna get to that next. All right, you got to learn. If you take small gains a day at a time, all right, especially as a beginner, you're building your accounts. Take small gains one day at a time. Manage your losses. You're gonna be consistent, guys. No over trading. All right. Now this is the number one thing beginners have a problem with. All right. A lot of people starting off, they want to make, a lot of money. Just like anybody else. They see a lot of stocks running up. They join. And at the end of the day, they're over trading and they end up losing at the end of the day. This is my rules. This is what I do. All right. 5 trades per day max. Now, it doesn't mean I have to trade 5 times a day. It just means the most I'll trade a day is 5 times per day. All right. This right here, no over trading, is what you really, really need to pay attention to. Right. This is whether you continue trading or you lose your account. All right. This is what kills people. So for me, 5 trades per day maximum. That's the max I'll go. Unless I see, something crazy that, formation I really, really like, or something real crazy, then I'll consider a 6 trade, but 5 trades per day max. Like I said, it doesn't mean you have to take 5. Sometimes less is more, you hear that saying, less is more. Well, this is exactly true. And I'm going to tell you why, all right? Over trading equals no gains. If you overtrade, you might lose a trade. Say you have 3 winning trades, you're up $500. And say your 4th trade, you lose a trade. Well, now that P&L is gonna be messed up, and your head's not gonna take it the right way. You're not gonna be happy with that P&L because it was higher than it is now because you took a loss. And you're gonna want to make up for that P&L. You're gonna say, no, you know what, I can't. I'm up, $500, but now I lost this 4 trade. Now I'm at $300 or whatever. I lost $200. I'm gonna make it back. You're gonna start to revenge trade, and when you revenge trade, you're gonna be trading with emotions. I don't care what these guys are saying out there that you have to be a robot. You're gonna be trading with emotions. As much as you think you're gonna have control over yourself, you're not, guys. You're not. You're gonna be trading off fear and emotion, and when that starts trading, you're done. All right, you're gonna be taking the loss, and you're not gonna be looking for plays. You're just gonna be taking anything you can to try to take back that loss. All right, that's what you're gonna do, and then you're gonna lose another trade, and now you gotta make another trade to cover up those 2 trades, and then you're gonna take another crappy trade, and now you gotta take another trade to make up for those 3 losses. And at the end of the day, you're gonna lose all your gains that you made that day, and you might even lose all the gains you made the whole week. You might even lose your whole account, depending on how much money you have. And I know it sounds like it's impossible, but guys, I've seen this happen over and over and over and over again. People lose their accounts because of this. All right. It's just something you have to be aware of. All right. Don't overtrade. All right. As much as, say you have, 3 trades, you're up $500 and you lose, $50 your next trade, you're done. All right. And you don't see anything else, you're done. Don't force a trade. Don't try to trade something that's not there. Don't try to, short the runner of the day. Just don't do it, guys. Just take the loss and be done with the day. All right. If you don't see nothing else, be done. Don't try to overtrade it and compensate for your loss, because it's just gonna come out to a bad situation. All right, it's gonna be real bad real quick, and you won't believe how much money people have lost, how many accounts I've seen blown over this. All right, follow this and you'll be good. All right, you don't force a trade. You don't have to be in a trade all the time. Right, I know a lot of people, they're looking for plays and there's nothing, and they just get in a trade to be in a trade. As a new trader, you want to be in a trade. That's not what you want to do, guys. The less your money's in a trade, the less, that's the only way you're gonna manage your risk if your money's not in a trade. All right, anytime your money's in a trade, it's a risk. All right, I don't care if you're 30 cents in the money. What if the thing just spikes up and now you're $1 in the hole? I've seen it happen, guys. Anything can happen. All right, so don't be forcing a trade that's not there. Just wait for the next day, guys. You don't have to trade every single day. If something's not there one day, just get over it. All right, trade the next day. There's always a new day. There's always a new market the next day. Don't force a trade. Trading journal. You definitely want to keep track of your trades. See your strategy, just your trading. All right, keep track of your trades. See your profits and losses. See why it worked out or why it didn't work out. See your strategy. Maybe you're trying to fine tune your strategy. Pick the strategy that really works for you. You can say, hey, I've made a lot more money doing this than that, or hey, I've lost a lot more money doing that than this, so this right here where I lost a lot of money, I don't want to be doing that anymore, right? And this where I've made a lot of money, I definitely want to be doing this more. And then you can take that strategy, like I said before, master that strategy and adjust your trading to only trade what you're good at. All right. Once you mastered it, like I said before, then you can branch out and do other things. But in the meanwhile, sometimes less is more. All right. Sometimes the best trade is no trade. All right. So you definitely want to adjust your trading style to maximize winners and trade what you know how to trade. All right. Like I said before, don't force a trade. This is very important. Respect your stop loss. Cut losses quickly. I know everybody hears that. Number one rule. Get out now. No hoping. All right. You got to respect your stop losses. All right. And you're going to have to know when to get in and out of a trade. All right. Get out at your stop loss. All right. A lot of people have stop losses, but what they end up doing is the stock reaches their stop loss and they say, you know what, 10 cents more. And now it shoots up another 10 cents. You know what, 10 cents more. It looks like it has to come down or go up. Either way you're going. And they keep saying, 10 more, 10 more. Or, once it touches, 525, I'm out. And then it goes to 35, and then they're like, you know what, just 10 more cents, and at the end of the day you're down 50 cents. Don't want to do that, guys. Respect your stop loss. Don't go over it. All right. Now there's exceptions to that, but I'm not gonna get into it right now. Definitely respect your stop loss. Cut your losses quickly. If it's not working out, get out. And if it ends up working out again, or looks like it's going to work out this next time around, you can always get back in, guys. That's a problem a lot of people have, is they get out of a play and then, 5 minutes later it comes down and it says, oh man, if I would have stayed in there, I would have made, $1 profit, But the thing, guys, is you don't know what the stock is going to do. No one knows what it's going to do. We can predict and have an educational guess, but we don't exactly know what it's gonna do. All right. So say you're down, I don't know what your stop loss is. Say you have a stop loss of 30 cents and it reached, get out, and then it comes back around and it looks like it's gonna work out this time. Get in again and go for it again. You can always get back in, guys, but if you lose a lot of money, you're not gonna have the funds to get back in again. All right, the next thing is no hoping. Don't ever hope that the stock is going to come back down. Don't pray. Don't get on your knees and pray and hope that it's going to come back down. Like I said before, you can always re-enter a stock. If you're down a lot of money, just get out. If your stop loss is reached, get out. All right, don't just let it blow through and keep climbing and just hope that it's gonna come back down. All right, just don't. Whenever I first started trading personally, I had an issue one time. I was shorting the stock. I can't remember what it was now, but I remember I shorted the stock and I set a stop loss of like 50 cents, I think it was, for that particular stock, or 30 cents or something like that. I don't exactly remember. At the end of the day, it was up maybe $1.75 over my stop loss. I was down like $8,000, and I was like, and that my account was about to be blown. So I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna get out. It's gonna come back down. I'm not gonna get out. And luckily for me, it ended up coming back down. I was like maybe $1,000 for losing my account. It ended up coming back down for $1,000 gain. But was it worth $1,000 gain? No, because if I would have blown my account, I would have been done. But thank goodness it came back down. All right, now that was a real newbie mistake. Definitely not something you want to do. I kicked myself in the head for even doing that back then. If I would have lost my account, I don't even know if I would have been trading still today. But like I said, just if I would have gone out at my stop loss, I could have re-entered the trade later on. All right. So just something you want to keep in mind, A lot of people lose more than they win, but the key is let your winners run and cut your losers, quickly. That's what you should be doing. No losers. Do not add to losing trades. You're lucky once is all it takes. This is basically just don't add to losing trades. All right. Never, ever, ever, and I repeat, ever. I don't care what you've seen. I don't care what you've done in the past. Don't ever add to a losing trade. Don't ever do that. All right. Most of the time, if you've added to losers in the past and then you came out a winner, you're lucky, all right? You're lucky. This is the number one thing, all right? Don't add to a losing trade, all right? It might work 99 times, but all it takes is that one time for it not to work and your account will be wiped out. I guarantee you that 100%. 99.99% of the time, your account is going to be wiped out. And I mean wiped. I mean zero. All right. Whenever you add to a losing trade, everything goes wrong. All right. So you've added to a losing trade. And, say you're shorting the stock. All right. And now you've lost. You're down, 50 cents, but you think it's going to come down. So you short again, and now you're down more money, all right? And it keeps going and going. It's going to be a mess, all right? You're going to lose your account. It's not going to work. Don't just add and hope it's going to come down, all right? I don't care how weak the stock looks or anything like that. Like I said, it only takes one time for it not to work, and it's going to blow your whole account away. All right. If you add to a losing account and then it keeps, say you're shorting and it keeps going higher, then you're gonna cover, and now you're down, $5,000, and you need to remake that. So you go full size, short it at the top again where it's at, hoping that it's gonna come back down. Now it goes up another 30 cents. Now you cover and short it again. And then you end up covering and shorting again. Then it comes back down. You make $1,000, but you don't want to get out because you're still down $6,000-$7,000 at this point. You're down, and now you're just hoping that the stock comes down way below where you entered, and you're gonna be $1,000 in profit, but you're not gonna cover, and then it's gonna go up, and you're gonna cover for $500. Then it's gonna go up, and you're gonna have to cover. It's just gonna be a mess, guys. Trust me. Don't do this. This is something you should not be doing. Stop adding to losing trades. Like I said it before, over and over and over and over again. Just get out of the trade. If you're down $200, take the $200 loss and get out. All right. Don't just hope and wish that the stock comes into your favor. All right. You can always re-enter a stock. Always re-enter a stock, but you can't re-enter a stock when your account is blown or you don't have enough funds to get in your account. All right. So keep that in mind, guys. Don't add to losing trades. And this all comes, when you put this together and you work it together, then that's how it's gonna work. All right. When I made these 10 rules, it's not something where you can only say. You can't say, oh, I only like the rule number 3 or rule number 5 or whatever. You have to make them all work together. They all work together so that everything works, like a machine. It all works, together. It all works simultaneously. So when you add the no losers, don't add to a losers and cut your losses short. And, you can always enter a trade and start small. Add them all together and it's going to work out, guys. But you have to do it. It's not something I'm going to do it today or today I don't feel like doing it or you have to do it, guys. All right. Whenever you first start trading, now this video is getting real long. I better end it real quick. Whenever you first start trading, you're gonna make a lot of mistakes. All right, it's a given. It's written in stone. All right, you're gonna make mistakes. You're gonna lose a lot of money. But it's the way of learning, guys. It's the same thing as going to college, all right? You go to a 4-year college or whatever. You're gonna pay. I don't know how much it is. You're gonna pay what, 40 grand. You're gonna learn nothing, because everything you go to college for, you don't really learn. You go to college for 4 years. You get your job. Your job, you're not gonna do at your job. You're not gonna do what you learned in college. It might help, but it's not. You're not gonna do what you learned in college, right? If you're a you go to 4 years for art school, mathematics isn't gonna help. Physics, none of that stuff is gonna help. So you gotta pay 40 grand. It's the same thing, guys. It's paying your tuition, all right? People think coming into trading is easy. It's a lot of money. Yeah, it's easy. The reward is good, but in the beginning, it's gonna be a long, painful road. A lot of sacrifices you're gonna have to make. A lot of bad days you're gonna have. But at the end of the day, guys, whenever you can, you're afford to go on vacation with your family, or spend time with your family every day, or put a roof over your head and take care of your family. That's when the reward pays off. A lot of people try to get into trading because they see these guys in Lambos and Ferraris and stuff like that, and that's not what trading's about. Can you do that stuff? Is it nice to go get a Lambo? Yeah, that's nice, but at the end of the day, we're not here to buy a Lambo, guys. If that's your dream, if that's what you're here for, then you're not gonna make it, right? At the end of the day, you're not here to be buying materialistic stuff, right? That's not what trading's for. Now, when you have money left over, in the future and stuff, then you can buy stuff like that. But you're not here. If you come into trading with the illusion of doing that type of stuff, it's not gonna work out, guys. At the end of the day, like I said, we're here to take care of our families, put a roof over our head. This is just like another job, guys. It's a very stressful job. I don't care how many videos you see out there of people, making these clickbait titles of, $3,000 easy in 5 minutes. I don't care how many things you see like that. It's a lot of hard work, guys. There's a lot of stress. Yeah, you make money easy, but the thing people see is they don't see how much you studied, before you made that. They don't see how much money you've lost before you make that 3,000. They don't see how much time and sacrifice and time away from your family, and times you don't even talk to your family because you're busy, and they don't see that. They just see the reward, and that's not what this is about. All right, I need to cut this video now. It's getting pretty late, but I guarantee you guys, if you follow these rules, I guarantee you're gonna see success in your trading. Put them together, work them together, and I guarantee you guys you're gonna see success in your trading. All right, I'm not here to screw you guys over. I'm not here to open up a chat room and start charging everybody. I'm not here to do that. I'm just here to help you guys out. Because there's not a lot of help out there. There's a lot of help, but not a lot of it's real. A lot of it is just, seem like a nice guy, and then, hey, I got this service over here, pay me my monthly service, and then we can be friends or whatever. That's not what this is about, all right? So like I said before, follow the rules. I guarantee you're going to have success. Stay tuned for the next video.